warm welcome to you, my dear children. We meet again with the latter part of chapter 5 in your unit 8. The last part of the cash book. We're going to finish the cash book and start the petty cash book in this lesson. In the last session that we met, we discussed about discounts. Can you remember? Yeah, you remember. I know that you remember. We discussed about discounts. We discussed about the two types of discounts. What are the two types of discounts? Yes, trade discounts and cash discounts. That's right. Trade discounts and cash discounts. The two types of discounts. And we know now how the trade discounts are subtracted, or the trade discounts are calculated and deducted from the list price of a good. We learned all these in the previous session. Afterwards, we took cash discounts. And I told you very clearly, although trade discounts are not recorded in the books of accounts, in ledgers, we don't enter the trade discounts. No. Although we don't enter the trade discounts in our accounts, we must enter the cash discounts. Right? Yeah, that's what we discussed in the last session. Now, in this session, we are going to learn how to record cash discounts in the books of accounts. Together with the cash book, in the other relevant accounts, how to record a cash discount. All right then. Starting with this page in your textbook, recording of discounts in the accounts. Yeah. The total of the debit side column, which column? Discount column. Now that is this is where I ended the last session, as you can remember. This is where I ended the last session. Maybe you remember. I ended the last session saying, due to cash discounts, children, the format of the cash book should be changed a little bit. The format of the cash book should be changed. Not much, a little bit. A little. With an additional column in the debit side as well as in the credit side. With additional columns in the debit side and the credit side. There should be two columns dedicated for discounts allowed and discounts received in debit side and credit side of the cash book. That's right. I told you in the last session that we are going to draw this new cash book with discount columns. That's what we are going to do today. So let's read out the text. The total of the debit side discount column in the cash book should be debited in the discount allowed account, which is opened in the ledger. Now, we are processing a lot of data here. Children, processing a lot of data. Totals of the discount allowed column, debit side discount column in the cash book should be debited to discounts allowed account, which is opened in the ledger. Lot of data. Things that you don't know, things that you are going to learn. Right? Yeah. Now, children, can you guess which discount column comes to the debit side of the cash book? Obviously not. Well, some of you may have guessed already, but it's not a guessing game, it's a learning game. So I'll tell you. Children, in the previous slide, in the previous session, of course, you learned that there are two types of cash discounts. Discounts received and discounts allowed. Yeah? You have noticed, just now you noticed that this is how we ended the previous session, right? With these markings. So I brought the slides to you, back to you, just to remind you. Discounts allowed are expenses to any business when they allow discounts to their debtors, right? Discounts allowed are expenses. I told you the reason mainly being, when we have an amount to be received from a debtor, and that debtor is paying on time, prompt payment, so to encourage that, we are deducting a small amount of a discount. That is the one we call discounts allowed. When we deduct a certain small amount from that price or from that value, the value that we are gonna get will be less. Yes. if debtor, let's say if debtor Siripala, there's a debtor called Siripala. Debtor Siripala, he has to pay us 10,000, and we have mentioned, we have put on a condition in the invoice saying that if the amount due is paid within 2 weeks, 10% discount will be deducted. So Siripala, he gets encouraged. He says that the doing business with that with your business, with your shop, it's beneficial. Siripala says to you, because you are giving him this facility. You are telling him that if you pay, Siripala, if you pay within 2 weeks, I'll deduct an additional amount. I'll deduct from the outstanding amount. You have to pay 10,000, right? All right, no worries. You pay within 2 weeks, I'll give you a 10% discount. I'll deduct another 10%. So 10,000 is the outstanding amount. 10% is calculated and deducted from that. It's a deduction. You are getting a less value now. But even though you are getting a less value, because you are getting the money somehow, quicker, that is beneficial for you. But your value which you're supposed to have is a little lesser now. So that is an expense. Discounts allowed, expenses. From debtors, if such amount is settled within a given period of time, a discount allowed is given. It is an expense. See? We talked about this, right? And children, when we receive money, we receive, let's say, 9,000 from Siripala, the debtor, and we gladly, thankfully accept the money. After the discount is deducted, he will pay us, do the math, 10,000 into 10%, and the answer is 1,000. This 1,000 is subtracted or deducted from 10, and you'll get only 9,000 from Siripala, right? This is the amount you are going to receive, 9,000. So it is an expense, it is a deduction of, it is a loss of value, right? It doesn't matter. You are going to record this 9,000 in the cash book, children, in the cash book, right? This is a rough drawing. In the cash book, you are going to record this 9,000 in which side? Tell me, in which side are you going to record this 9,000? Because you are getting money from the debtor. Money comes in, right? Money comes in. Cash comes into the business, which means cash comes in. It's a debit entry. It goes to the debit side of the cash book. 9,000 debit, right? But what about that 1,000 which was deducted, which was subtracted? What about this 1,000? What about this 1,000? Any idea? You have to record that because you were supposed to receive 10,000. You yourself willingly gave him this 1,000 deduction, this 1,000 deduction, and that has to be recorded. That is what? That discount is what? That is what should be recorded in a new column in the debit side of the cash book. That new column is the discount allowed column, right? So likewise, children, you should have another column for discounts received in the credit side. Another column for discounts received in the credit side. Discounts allowed and discounts received. All right. Well, it's a rough work. We'll do it properly. All right, children. So in detail, it is given in the textbook in this manner. All right. We read through this part. And debiting of discounts allowed account conforms to the double entry principle on increase of an expense. Okay. What does it say? Debiting of discounts allowed account conforms to the double entry principle on increase of an expense. Just like I told you, when you debit the discount allowed column, when you debit the discount allowed column, you don't stop at that. Don't stop at that. Just by debiting the discount allowed column in the debit side, see, this is the discounts allowed 1,000 and this is the received 9,000. Just by debiting this discount allowed 1,000, you don't stop. No. You have to take one step further and transfer that discount allowed column total, discount allowed column total to the discounts allowed account. There should be a separate account called discounts allowed account. Okay, that is what they say. Debiting of discount allowed column to just modifying it a little bit. Debiting of discount allowed column column here to discounts allowed account. Now this is what I changed to discounts allowed account. Conforms to the double entry principle of increase of an expense. We already know that when expenses increase, it should be a debit entry. That is what it says. Credit entries should be made in each of the debtors accounts. We are gonna do this practically. Okay, right. This is the double entry. Here you go. Double entry. Discounts allowed account. Debit. Debtors accounts credit. That is the double entry. When you debit the discounts allowed account in this manner, like this, as it is mentioned here, when you debit the when you debit the discounts allowed account, that is what they have shown here, that amount should be credited to the relevant debtors accounts. Every discounts allowed amount should be credited to the relevant debtors accounts. That is the double entry. Okay, you will better understand this when we do a question. And now we are moving to the discounts received part. Discounts received part. Yeah, the total of credit side discount column. Here we talked about the debit side discount column. Now credit side discount column. Yeah, credit side discount column. Earlier it was the debit side. Here we talked about the debit side discount column. Now the credit side discount column. Guess what? Credit side, what is the discount column? Guess what? If the debit side has the discounts allowed column, credit side should be having the discounts received column. The cash book. In the cash book. See, it is mentioned here too. So the credit side discount column in the cash book is credited to the discounts received account. Discount received account. It is opened in the ledger. All right, here is the double entry. Creditors accounts. First we take the credit entry. Discounts received account credit. Discounts received account credit. This one. Discounts received account credit. The relevant creditors accounts debit. This is a double entry. We'll do this with an example question. Okay. Right, example. We have this question. Children, Saranga's business is given here. Saranga's business had the following balances as at 1st, 3rd, 2020. Let's say 2020. 1st, 3rd. 1st, 3rd means 1st March 2020. Following balances were given, which means in Saranga's business, in Saharanga's business, the balances have been remaining as at 1st March. What have we discussed in our previous sessions, children, about these type of questions? What? Tell me what? I have told you, when balances are given in this manner, in a question when balances are given, these are opening balances. Opening balances exist in a business which is already running. It's not a newly opened business. No. Not a newly opened business. Not started on 1st of March. The business has been running for a period of time. Okay? It has been running for a period of time. Maybe 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, maybe 10 years. As at 1st March, these balances were remaining in the books. Let's see the balances. We have a couple of debtors, children. We have Buddhi and Sanod. Someone called Sanod. Buddhi and Sanod. Buddhi has a balance of 40,000. Sanod has a balance of 30,000. Which means Buddhi owes this business 40,000 and Sanod owes this business, Saharanga's business, 30,000. That's what it says. They have 40,000 and 30,000 to be paid. And a couple of creditors are there, children, creditors. Let's use the red color as always because liabilities, no. Creditors. 2 creditors, Manisha and Situmini. 2 ladies. We have bought from Manisha. We have bought goods from Manisha. And we owe her 45,000. Right? We haven't paid. Still have a balance of 45,000. That is the meaning of opening balance now. Situmini also we are owing 35,000. 2 ladies as creditors. Right? $45 and $35. We have cash at hand 50,000. Cash at hand 50,000. This is something important that you should keep in mind. Cash at hand 50,000, which means when you draw the cash book, children, there is an opening balance of cash should be in the debit side on top to start the cash book. The very first entry is this. This should be in the debit side. Okay. Let's see. Following transactions took place during the month of March. These transactions have happened. Let's see what transactions have happened. 5th of March, cash received from Buddhi. This guy has paid. Wow. All right. Very good. Buddhi has paid, right? Yeah, Buddhi has paid. Out of 40,000 that Buddhi had to pay, he has paid 12,500 and we have allowed him a discount of 2,500. There you go. Cash discounts. Cash discounts. Okay. Paid, let's use, okay. Uh-huh. 12,500. He has paid us. We have received. But we have given him a discount of 2,500. Okay, we have to record that. Again, 8th March, 5% discount deducted when cash is received from Sanod. Sanod, this guy also has paid. See, that's how you think, right? We have debtors in Saranga's business. We have debtors Buddhi and Sanod. Now these guys are paying. They're paying the money that they are owing us. And we are giving them discounts. Discounts deducted when we collect cash. That's how it is. Yeah. We have received 10,000 and 5% discount has been deducted. We can record that with the discount. Cash paid to Manisha. Before we go on to cash payments, shall we see how these have been recorded? We'll see. Number 1, transaction number 1. Before that, I want you to notice the way we have to record the balances. Let's see, children. See, we have a cash balance of 50,000. Okay. Let's see. We have the cash book. Just like I told you, on the debit side, on top, the very first entry is the balance brought forward. Didn't I tell you this? This should be recorded first. It should be recorded first. Balance brought forward. 50,000. Now it is recorded, right? Yeah. Now we can go to the first transaction. This is recorded. This is done. First transaction. 5th of March, cash received from Buddhi, 12,500, and discounts allowed is 2,500. Here you go, children. It's a cash receiving. We are getting cash. We are getting means cash into the business. Cash coming in, not cash going out. Coming in means debit. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. It's here. 5th of March, Buddhi paid us 12,500. We received 12,500. That is recorded in the cash column. This is the cash amount received and the discounts allowed in a separate column called discounts allowed column. That's it. I mean, these are not hard to understand. It's just a matter of memorizing. Discounts allowed column should be in the debit side. And discounts allowed should be recorded in that column. Cash is the next column. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the next transaction. This is also done. We have recorded this. Next one. 8th March, this one. 5% discount deducted. 5% discount deducted. I'm talking about this one. When cash is received from Sanod in respect of 10,000 receivable from him. He has promised to pay us 10,000 and he has paid the 10,000. For that 10,000, we have deducted a discount of 5%. Let's do the math. 10,000 into 5%. 500, right? Yeah, 500. That is a discount which should be deducted. the discount which should be deducted. This one. This one is here. 5%. When calculated, it becomes 500 out of 10,000. It becomes 500. That is the discount which should be deducted. Okay, let's see how that is recorded. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's right here, right? That's how it is recorded. 8th March. Sanod has paid us 9,500 after deducting 500 from 10,000. See? Easy, right? Easy. Let's go and check out the next transaction. Aren't we missing something? Don't you notice anything lacking? Anything missing? Something's short, right? Like always, as always, I purposely forgot something. I missed something here. You should notice that. Or shall we just move on to the next transaction? Huh? Shall we move on to the next transaction? No. We can't move on to the next transaction. What did we miss? Children, the double entries. Where are the double entries? Where are the double entries? I did not record the double entries and I tried to move on to the next transaction. You should have noticed that. Who noticed that? Tell me, honestly tell me, who noticed? Right? Children, the first entry is the balance brought forward. There is no double entry for balance brought forward. Okay. Second entry is Buddhi's payment. There should be a double entry for Buddhi's payment. It is here right under the cash book. If you did not notice, you are not paying attention. Pay attention. It's right underneath the cash book and you didn't notice that. Buddhi's account. This is Buddhi's account. All right. Let's see how Buddhi's account, how it is recorded, huh? It's debited in the cash book, children. So Buddhi's account should be credited. This entry should go to Buddhi's account. This entry should go to Buddhi's account. Which side? Which side? Cash book is debited, saying Buddhi. The 12,500 received amount and the 2,500 discount amount is debited. That means Buddhi's account should be credited. That's right. We'll take from this side down to Buddhi's account. You got it? $12,500 cash right here. 2,500 discounts allowed underneath that. 2,500 discounts allowed amount underneath the cash amount right here. Okay. So that's that. Cash amount and discounts allowed amount, both are recorded. Both are recorded in the credit side of Buddhi's account. That is the double entry, children. That is a double entry. Likewise, there should be a double entry to Sanod's entry, that is the cash book debit side. In the debit side of the cash book, saying Sanod 500 discount allowed and 9,500 cash amount. There should be a credit entry in which account? In the account of Sanod, in Sanod's account. So we'll draw Sanod's account and record the double entry. Here we go. Sanod's account. T format first. Yeah. Small things lead to big things. Again, small things lead to big things. It's a method to remember the columns. This is the ledger folio column, children. You can draw it or you can not draw it, it doesn't matter. Ledger folio. This column, ledger folio column, it's blank, always blank. We don't have anything to record in the ledger folio column. I have many times answered this question in my classes with my students. Students find it very curious. Most of the students, they find it very curious. What is, sir, what is this LF? Why is it there, sir? Why is it there? Don't we use it? There should be some use to this column. What do we do with it? They always ask the same question. That's why I just mentioned ledger folio column is not actually used in your syllabus. The use of it is not mentioned. All right, there is a use of it, it's not mentioned. So you can draw it here and keep it blank. Okay, even though you can draw it without drawing here, you can draw it even here, okay, next to the amount column. It doesn't matter. All right, this is Sanod's account. Sanod's account, the debtor. Sanod is the debtor. Buddhi debtor's account, just like that. Sanod debtor's account. Now, just because it is debited in the cash book, children, it is debited in the cash book. 500 as a discount and 9,500 as cash. It should be credited in Sanod's account. Credit side. What is the date? 8th March. We'll put the date 8th March. Cash. How much? 9,500. And discounts allowed. How much? 500. That's it. Well, the students who joined me recently, if they're wondering where are the headers, so where are the headers? Okay, I'll mention the headers. Date, details, and amount in rupees. Again, date, details, amount in rupees. Okay, the double entry is done, finished. That's it. Sanod's entry in the cash book debit side. In Sanod's account, it is in the credit side. Right. We'll just finish this off with the last transaction. This one. Cash paid to Manisha, 12,600. Now it is a payment. It is a cash payment. We are paying cash to our suppliers, right? How many suppliers do we have in this question? How many suppliers do we have in this question, children? How many? We have 2. Yeah. We have Manisha and Situmini. Manisha and Situmini. Out of these 2, Manisha has paid 12,600 here. Okay. Cash paid to Manisha, 12,600. See? But we have received a discount of 1,400. How to record this? I'll tell you what. It is a cash payment. Cash going out, 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 out. Cash going out from the business. Out. That means credit. Cash book credit. Cash book credit with the discount. Let's see. Cash book credit, saying Manisha with the discount. Correctly done, right? Yeah. Correctly done. Discount 1,400, cash 12,600. This is the discount received. Discount 1,400, cash 12,600. It is recorded because the cash going out is a credit in the cash book. And the double entry should go to Manisha's account, the double entry. Shall we draw that? Manisha's account. Let's draw that. T format first. Little things lead to big things. Little things lead to big things. Header. And the name is Manisha's account. Manisha creditor. Manisha creditor account. Yeah, so nothing to worry about. If it is in the credit side of the cash book, should be in the debit side of the Manisha's account. Okay, check the date, 10th March. 10th March. Cash 12,600. Discount received 1,400. Check whether that's correct. Let's check. Tenth. Okay. Cash 12,600. Okay. Discount received 1,400. Okay. Yeah. 10th, cash 12,600, cash 12,600, discount received 1,400. The double entry done. See children, that is what the textbook in that previous page we read out, how the double entries of discounts allowed and discounts received are recorded in relevant accounts. But now children, there is something else that you should not forget. Although we recorded the double entries with cash and the discounts allowed, with cash and with the discounts, there is one more step. That is the recording of discounts allowed and discount received. There should be a separate account called discounts allowed account, and there should be a separate account called discounts received account. Okay. The column totals go to those accounts. Discounts allowed account should get this, the total of the discounts allowed column. Discount received account should get this, that is the total of the discount received column. Right? Let's finish it off. Now we need two more accounts. Two more. Discounts allowed account and discounts received account. Two more accounts. This is the discounts allowed account. Debit and credit. This is the discounts received account. Debit and credit. It's only a matter of going to the cash book, getting the columnar totals of the relevant columns. Getting the columnar total. Columnar total means the total of the columns. We have one column here with the discount allowed column, and in that we have a 3,000 total. So discounts allowed column, columnar total, this 3,000 should be recorded in discounts allowed account. Which side? Credit side. Yeah. Correct, right? No. Discounts allowed, as I told you several times, discounts allowed is an expense. Is an expense. Expenses do not go to the credit side. Expenses increase, should be debited. So discounts allowed account, debit 3,000. Okay. You can write as the description you can write debtors. As the description you can write debtors, because all the discounts are recorded due to the debtors. Debtors as at 31st March, that is the end of the month. You transfer the total of the column. Columnar total should be in the relevant account. And then now we have the discount received account. We should go to the discount received column. 2,400 discount received column. Column total is 2,400. Yeah, that's it. We can write creditors as the description. And remember, the transferring of totals are done always at the last date of the month. That's how, children, that's how you transfer the discounts allowed and discounts received. Columnar totals, or totals of the relevant columns to the relevant accounts. Yeah, we recorded the double entries. Rest of the double entries here. Done, completed, right? Double entries completed. And the discounts accounts, discounts allowed account and discounts received account. That's how you record the discounts, cash discounts, discounts allowed and discounts received in the cash book with the double entries. And finally, at the end of the month, transfer the discounts total, the total discounts to the relevant discounts allowed and discounts received accounts. Right, children? Let's see what we have next. Likewise, children, we learn how to record the cash received from our debtors with discounts, with discounts allowed, and we learned how to record cash paid to our creditors with discounts received from them. That's what we learned today. And here, to end the session, children, we have something important here. Something important. A business receives cash as well as checks from debtors. When debtors bring in cash, we accept cash. We accept cash, thankfully. As well as we should accept checks too. As well as checks, we should accept. That's what it says here. Okay. A business receives cash as well as checks from debtors. At the same time, checks may also be received from cash sales when we sell goods for cash to customers who are paying then and there, not the debtors, not credit sales. To the customers, when we sell goods, those customers, some of them, most of them pay cash then and there, so cash sales. We receive cash. Okay. From cash sales also, without cash, we could receive checks. There's a possibility of receiving checks. We can't say no. We can't say no. We don't accept checks. Please pay us with cash. Take it back. We don't accept checks. You can't say that. You should accept checks. All right. You know why? If the checks received are not banked on the same day, then they can be used as currency notes. Checks are equal to cash, children. Well, there's a difference, but we consider checks as cash. you can use checks instead of currency, instead of cash, right? If the checks received are not banked on the same day, the checks are not sent to the bank, okay, if you have checks at hand, you can use those checks as currency notes, as just like money. Therefore, checks received should be recorded in the cash book, similar to recording of cash. Even though you receive checks, they should be recorded in the cash book, just like is recorded, just like cash received, just like you record cash received. Okay, all right. Okay, there will be discounts allowed when checks are received. When checks are received also, we should allow discount. We can't say, you are not paying in cash, no, so you are not getting a discount, huh? You can't say that. Even though they bring in checks, if we promise to give a discount, we should give a discount. Just like we receive cash, when we receive checks too, discount should be given. Discounts allowed when checks are received from dates. These discounts are recorded in the discounts allowed column. Same thing. It's the same thing. So children, we end this session. Here we learned how to record transactions in the cash book with discounts. We learned how to record transactions in the cash book, cash received from debtors, as well as cash paid to creditors with discounts. This is where we learned how to record transactions with discounts in the cash book and in the other relevant ledger accounts. With that, children, we wind up today's session. I hope to meet you again in the next session. Hopefully, we'll be able to do one more exercise just for those who missed some parts in this session. We'll do one more exercise activity, which is from the textbook, and we are going to move on to the petty cash book. Right? Right. Then thank you very much for being with me, children. I hope you understood everything, and hoping to see you soon in the next session. Thank you very much.